النهارده كيريال. طبعا كلكم عارفين. نتدردش معاه شويه مع اللي بالصيف والدراسه ومشاريعها الجديده. How you doing, Kiri? Well, welcome to BelAhdan.
Well, thank you. It's a real pleasure, Ahmed.
You know, you're studying in Madison University of Madison. So what tell us a little bit about what you're studying there and how you like the university. So it's a very lovely town.
Well, I'm studying communication arts, and within that major, I'm really focusing on film, a little bit of film studies and film production as well. And the clip we'll see later is from one of the film classes that I took there. And there's just a lot of things going on film-related in Madison. There's a lot of film societies and people starting out cable access shows, film and video related, and clubs, and people bringing in directors. And
tell us how you know, before we see your club, how did you get involved in filmmaking? What interests you there?
Well, I've always loved watching films, and just growing up, I watched a lot of foreign films. And when I got to school, I started joining the union film societies and planning events. And the more I saw more films and saw more directors, the more intrigued I got. And when I had the chance to make my own film, then I knew for sure I wanted to do something film-related for my whole life.
When do you know this is a good film? You know, you've seen so many films, many movies, different critics say different things. What is a good film to you?
To me? Well, there's two kinds of films when you talk about films you like. There's those that you know are poorly made, the acting is horrible. When you see a famous actor in a role, all you can think about is that famous actor's name, you know, believe it. And sometimes you like those films for one reason or another, nostalgia, but you recognize that it's poorly made and the script is very unintelligent. And then there's films that you just get so wrapped up in and you forget that you're even watching a film, and you find yourself thinking about the film and the characters later on, and just are very impressed by either the camera angles, like beautiful photography, cinematography, or excellent dialogue, or many things about it, originality. Then
tell me last film you liked, you know, last film you watched, seen.
I just saw a Japanese film called Shall We Dance. It's not a film that would change your life. It may change some people's lives, but it was a very well-made, very delightful film about this Japanese businessman who has a very boring life and ends up ballroom dancing, and kind of his passion comes back to him, you know, and
yeah,
it was very
Japanese
funny.
Film is always interesting.
Japanese film, yeah,
come up with there's a very strong movement there, of tradition of coming up with a very good film. Well, talk to me a little bit about, you know, being a Muslim. You know, how does that play out in you know, in such a field which is, you know,
could be highly decadent.
notoriously known for, you know, it's just very liberal and very, as you say, indicative to, you know, doing other things. And
well, on one hand, as far as making films goes, there's a lot of things that you can portray your own experience of things, and when you do show things or when you watch films with things that are uncomfortable, sometimes you have to look at, is this film just trying to shock us for no reason, or is it trying to make us think? And maybe it's not saying this is good or bad, but it's just bringing it up for discussion, and you can't hide and pretend things don't exist. It's better to discuss them and find out people's opinions on them, or just know, I don't know, that's a very tough question, because there is a lot of things, a lot of films out there that you kind of don't want to be associated with, yet sometimes they're fascinating, and sometimes you really just need to have discussion following the film, so there's no misunderstandings in terms of what the director was trying to get across.
So the film that makes you question things doesn't come with an answer, just make you, you know,
well,
wonder.
like for instance, I know there's certain films that may show people or situations that make a lot of parents, you know, raise their eyebrows. And instead of just getting scared right away, you look and see, what are they trying to say about it? Are they just trying to, is the director trying to say about it? Are they just showing what they've seen, you know, if they're showing a city and things, the realistic way of life? Or are they trying to, you know, get a message across, or, you know, what? But
is Hollywood doing this? I mean, most of our films that coming out of Hollywood is just commercial, just stereotyping and make it easy, black and white. Life is just just simple answers. People can just be entertained and leave and eat some popcorn. And
Well, that's true. There's two groups of film, I think. There's the more entertaining films, and then there's the artistic ones. And that started from way back when film was invented. There was the first directors who went and showed realistic things like the president walking in his backyard, and then there's those who show the trip to the moon, you know. And I don't think either one is bad. I think you need a balance, and I think most of what Hollywood is doing right now is mostly entertainment. And I think a lot of people, especially a lot of young people, are never exposed to film as art, you know, which I think is very, very sad. I think a lot of people who say they don't like this or that film, they don't like foreign films, they're not even getting a chance to see what they're deciding that they don't like, you know.
maybe we can see your club, the film that you won award in your school there.
Oh, won a little award in
Well,
Madison.
it was the only award. I mean, it's, this is the first place in the university there, and let's just roll it there and see the club. This is a film made by Kerry here.
And it's like some boys, like some boys.
It's really interesting. It has a very stylish, talk to us a little bit about what is this film all about?
Well, it came about, really, the music came to me first. It's a David Bowie song, and after listening to it, I started getting ideas and formed the images to the song, and so really it's more of a music video than anything, because I'm very interested in that, because I'm very interested in photography. They're very related, the image first, and the reason one of the reasons I'm in love with film is that growing up in the 80s and in America, your dialogue just doesn't sound that beautiful or articulate, you know, like you watch old movies or movies from other countries. So I don't like my words that much. I don't find that they get across my ideas, but with images, you can get across much more, I feel.
Well, as they all say, picture worth a lot of words.
Yes,
and we wish you well with your film production, your career, and I think you have a lot to offer, and I'm sure we'll hear from you again. And well, good luck with your career.